Okay, guys, let's go ahead and talk through those starred questions from the quiz, starting with this one. Remember, whether you got the question right or wrong, I still starred it just to bring your attention back to it. So let's go ahead and practice writing the rule for this question right here. A ray is rotated 180 degrees about that point. Remember, the rotation rules only work if you're rotating around 0, 0. So let's force this to become 0, 0, okay, by translating it. Left 4 and down 2, up 2. Now that this is being rotated around 0, 0, we can apply the rotation rule. Now remember, rotating 180 degrees is just going to negate the first coordinate and negate the second coordinate. Now you need to distribute that negative to both terms. So that's negative x plus 4, comma, negative y minus 2. Okay, and then the last step in this process is to undo your original translation. So now we're going to add 4 and we are going to subtract 2. So if we add 4 to the first coordinate, that's negative x plus 8. Okay, and if we subtract 2 from the last coordinate, that's negative y minus 4. Okay, and sorry that didn't show up very well, but I'll try and darken that in a little bit. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at question number 11. Okay, with question number 11, some of you guys struggled with just plotting this or applying this and getting in the right spot. So I'm just going to talk you through how I would do this. Starting with coordinate C, that's negative 2, negative 2. Okay, if we apply this rule, we're taking y, bringing it to the front, and we're adding 5. So that's going to become 3. Take the x, change the signs, bring it to the back. That also becomes 3. Okay, coordinate D was at negative 2, negative 4. So y goes to the front, you add 5. X goes to the back, changes signs, add 1. And then for coordinate E, 2, negative 2. So E prime, y goes to the front, add 5. X goes to the back, changes signs. So that's negative 2 plus 1, negative 1. All right, so let's go ahead and plot these. We have 3, 3. We have 1, 3. And we have 3, negative 1. Okay, so just take a look at yours, see whether you got it right or wrong, and pause the video if you need to. All right, going to that next star, a lot of you guys did a great job with actually plotting the coordinates on this one, but then a lot of you struggled with writing the rule. So I'm going to first write the rule and then we'll plot the coordinates. So we have x comma y goes to, we're rotating 270 degrees about this point. The rotation rules don't work unless we're rotating around 0, 0. So let's add 1 and subtract 2. Now we can actually apply our rotation rule. Rotating 270 clockwise would be x comma y goes to negative y comma x, right? That's the same thing as 90 degrees counterclockwise. So when you multiply this coordinate by a negative, you need to make sure that you distribute that minus sign. So that's going to become negative y plus 2, comma, and nothing happens to that next coordinate. All right, last but not least, you need to undo your original translation. So we're going to subtract 1 and add 2. So if I subtract 1, that will be just plus 1. And if I add 2, that'll become a plus 3. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to graph this by using just the actual rule itself. So m is negative 2, 3. If I follow these rules, y needs to come to the front, change signs, and I add 1. So negative 3 plus 1 is a negative 2. X goes to the back and you add 3, which just becomes 1. All right, let's do the same thing with A. A is negative 2, negative 2. So y goes to the front, changes sign, so that's 2 plus 1, which is 3. X goes to the back, so that's negative 2 plus 3, which is 1. And last but not least, t. So we go over 0, down 2. T prime is going to be at, let's see, y goes to the front, changes sign, so that's 2 plus 1, 3, and then 3. So let's plot those and let's see what it looks like. Negative 2, 1, 3, 1, and 3, 3. Okay. Pause the video if you need to for the rule or for the graphing. All right, and last but not least, let's just talk through question 16. I know we chatted about this in class as a review question, but let's talk about it one more time. If you notice, we are going to need some sort of a rotation. I think if we go 90 degrees counterclockwise, it's at least going to turn this into looking like in the right direction. I'm going to go ahead and just do 90 degrees counterclockwise about the origin. Okay, so you could pick a different point, but I'm going to go ahead and do this way. We'll see what happens. So A is at negative 4, 3. B is at 0, 2. C is at negative 1, 0. Okay, if I rotate 90 degrees counterclockwise, that's x comma y goes to negative y comma x. Okay, so that's just going to bring this to negative 3, negative 4, negative 2 comma 0, 0, negative 1. All right, so let's plot these and let's see where we're at so far. Negative 3, negative 4, negative 2, 0, 0, negative. All right, so by rotating 90 degrees counterclockwise, we do have this oriented the right way. Now we just need to take one more step, and it looks like based on this rotation, I go up 2 and over and right 4. Okay, so my final answer, my description is going to be rotate 90 degrees counterclockwise about 0, 0. Then translate up 2 and right 4. Okay, so again, this is one of many possible descriptions that would work. So take your time, pause the video if you need to. That's the last starred question. Thanks for watching.